Hey, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So this is fifth week of Shipperton Hackathon. Both our Android and iOS app are still in review. We have completed our RevenueCat integration, and in this video I'll be talking about how we integrated this in our Compose Multiplatform project. This is our demo. We have Android, iOS and desktop. RevenueCat KMP SDK only supports Android and iOS. On desktop, we have to write a no-ops implementation, stub implementation. So right now we are just showing that paywall is not available on this platform. So now once you purchase the subscription, you can create a room. So creating a room is a premium feature for which you need subscription. Same thing on Play Store. Before starting, let's try to understand few terminologies in the RevenueCat ecosystem. First thing we have is products. Products are the actual item a user purchases, and we need to configure these products on each store individually. So in our use case, we have this Pro monthly and Pro annual products configured on App Store and Play Store separately. So we have total 4 products. Next thing is packages. Packages groups the equivalent products across different platforms. So we have this monthly package which contains a Pro monthly product from App Store and Pro monthly product from Google Play Store. Same thing, we have an annual package which groups all the annual products. Next thing is offering. Offering is a collection of products that you display on a paywall. So each offering will contain some products from each of the packages that we have. So on iOS paywall, we'll have one product from monthly package and one product from annual package. And same thing for Android paywall. In RevenueCat, we can configure multiple offerings. We can create a sales offering for particular season, etc., etc. The last thing is entitlement. Entitlement defines the what level of access user have. So in our application, we have this Pro entitlement, and under this Pro entitlement, we have linked all our products: Pro monthly, Pro annually from Android and iOS. So if user purchase any of this product, the user will get a Pro entitlement. So this is our Play Store account. We have this Pro monthly and Pro annually products subscriptions basically, and same thing on App Store as well. We have this Pro monthly and Pro annually subscription. And on RevenueCat dashboard, this is our product catalog. This is default offering which contains this annual and monthly package, and inside the offering we can also see the paywall. Okay, and the last thing is entitlement. So we only have one entitlement which is Pro, and you can see all the products from Android and iOS are linked inside this Pro entitlement. So let's start with the SDK integration part. First thing, we need this purchase KMP dependency, and second thing, we need purchase UI dependency to show the paywall screen. Other 3 dependencies are optional. If you are creating your custom paywall screen, then this utility dependencies will help. Second thing, including this dependency in our application module. So we cannot include it in our common source set. Reason that this dependency is only for Android and iOS, and we are supporting JVM platform as well, so we cannot include it in our common. Instead, we need to include it in our Android and iOS specific source set. Once that is done, we can create our paywall repository in our common module. Okay, so we have this paywall repository which contains 3 methods. First method to check whether the user is Pro user or not, and other 2 methods are just to log in and log out in the purchase SDK. Now we have the actual implementation in Android and iOS. So in the actual implementation, we need to get access to the shared instance and get the customer info, and from the customer info we can check the entitlement, and if the entitlement contains the Pro entitlement, we can enable all the Pro user. And for login logout, again it's straightforward. You need to go login on the shared instance, and while logging you need to pass the user ID. So right now we are passing the Firebase unique ID inside this. So yeah, so on iOS it's same, like the most of the code is duplicated. We don't have any solution to avoid this duplicate code. The last thing is on desktop we don't have access to these dependencies, so we need to write a no ops implementation here. So we are returning false from all the methods, so all the pro features will be disabled on the desktop platform. Now next thing is we need to inject this dependency in our main view model. Okay, and whenever any premium feature is accessed, we can check the entitlement and allow that premium feature. So for example, whenever user clicks on a create room, we are checking whether user is pro user or not. If it's a pro user, we are allowing him to create a room, else we are showing the paywall screen. Okay, and about the paywall screen, so paywall screen is also expect composable, and we have the actual implementation on Android, iOS and JVM. On the actual implementation side, we are using a paywall options from the purchase UI dependency. We are passing the current offering and then we are showing that. On the JVM platform, like as we don't have access to the purchase UI dependency, we are showing this message that paywall is not available on this platform, and we are navigating back. So that's it, like that's how the whole implementation work. We are using expect and actual methods to only enable the SDK on Android and iOS and write a stub implementation on desktop. I'll include all the required documentation to guide you through all these process in the YouTube video. So yeah, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel.